Hello, it is Rebecca. This is my knitting vlog, day 21. This is going to be about the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along because that is what I am doing. And so if you don't want spoilers, or you're not on clue 3 yet, or you haven't even read the entirety of clue 3, which I actually have, which is odd for me, then probably not the vlog for you. But if you want to stick around and hear about my mystery knit along and my thoughts, then yeah, good place to be. Is it a good place to be? Are my thoughts a good place to be? I mean, I enjoy it sometimes, but I'm not sure I'd want to pack up and live here if I was someone else. All right. Wow. Anyway, good news. I am 45 seconds in and I haven't hit the stop button yet. So we are like doing good. I am a knitter and I am a mom of 5 kids and I have 2 dogs and I have a boyfriend. Surprisingly, right? Like my kids had no choice. My dogs didn't even have a choice. My boyfriend chose all of this and it surprises me every day. And it's on him, really. It's on him. Like he tries to complain about me, but it's like, I'm stuck with me, man. Like it's all you. So luckily he hasn't left me yet, which is good. All good things. We've been together like 11 years, so I feel like at this point it's pretty much a done deal. Unless I get tired of him, and in that case maybe. Everything's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. So here I am. I do a knitting vlog. You would think that I do a chaotic vlog about my life, but I don't. Well, yeah, I do, but not my intricacies of my relationships with people. That's another vlog. I have that over on OnlyFans if you want to check that out. It's got a really low price point entry, so that's how I make my money for yarn. None of that is true, but it's a good idea. I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever had, except for my mom watches this, so if you want to be informed of my future OnlyFans plans, maybe, follow me on Instagram. I'll block my mom. You'll be fine. And if you're not interested in my future OnlyFans content, that's not going to happen. Follow me on Instagram there too. I will have my Instagram name in the down bar because last time I tried to spell it, I misspelled it and it was awkward for everybody. I don't think any of us enjoyed that, especially me, so I won't be doing that again. So that's my deal. I'm a knitter. I love knitting. I love yarn. I love collecting yarn. I like looking at yarn. I like talking about yarn. I like thinking about yarn. I like dreaming about yarn. I like organizing my yarn. I just don't like winding yarn. That's it. And I don't like crocheting. I can, it just hurts my hands. I don't needle punch. I don't embroider. I don't cross stitch. I don't punch needle. I am strictly a knitter. I only crochet in a knitting project if I have to. And I don't like to. It's not my thing. So you won't be seeing any of that on my channel ever. I've tried to learn how to spin, but I'm not good at it, obviously. I wasn't good at knitting when I started either, but I wasn't good at knitting for like 20 years. That's not true. I started knitting when I was like 23 and the first 10 weren't good. I'm not a spinner. I want to spin. I love spinning. I love watching people spin. I love people talking about their spinning. I get really excited, but it's not for me right now at this point in my life, unfortunately. Yeah, I just found out this morning that the Crafty Toads have more advents up for sale. So if you still want an advent and you didn't for some reason get the Dandelions and Daisies one that I think you should get so we can be advent twins, I just saw the Crafty Toads have some up. So the Crafty Toads, yeah. So if they're still up when I post this, there you go. I don't have that one. I wish I did, but there's only so many advents that you can possibly ever get, right? Right, unfortunately. I want them all. Actually, I don't. I would be like so overwhelmed with minis. No, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened to a person. Yeah, I want them all. There you go. Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. The clue came out yesterday. I showed some of my progress yesterday. I'm gonna show it again, but I did look at the optional thing. I didn't even know that was there. I had to I posted on Instagram, like if you've read the whole clue, I want to ask a question and just yes or no, no spoilers. And so the question I had was, is there anything else after the strips? And people said yes, that there is an optional clue. And I couldn't help myself. I had to go watch the video and I think I might do it. Are you guys gonna do that? Because I don't know of anybody who is. Everybody I've like talked to about this has been like, no, I'm not doing that. But I think it's kind of cool. I think it could look pretty good. And it'll add a little extra something. So clue 3, wow, that's interesting, isn't it? I know that I'm enjoying it. I actually am enjoying it. It's my favorite part of the thing to knit thus far because it's intuitive, it's fun. I like knitting cables. I like knitting cables without a needle. I'm just really enjoying it. And it's a really short, you know, a couple stitches across. And so it's really nice to knit. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but it's nice to knit and make a lot of progress all at the same, like quickly, right? And so that's nice to watch it grow instead of those long rows. So I'm going to show my clue 3. If you're not interested in that, you probably should have clicked off a long time ago. I'm going to stop feeling guilty. Okay. I said it earlier. So here is my clue 3 thus far. I just started the 4th repeat. I just started that. And so you can see that I've got this going on. These mark every 10 rows, but I needed a way to mark my repeats. And so I used this progress keeper first, and then I ran out of progress keepers that were working. Sometimes progress keepers can be really heavy, and I didn't want a heavy one. I actually tried. So sometimes I make my own progress keepers, and all I do is just attach an extra to something, and then, or put 2 together, and then that way it's different from the rest. And so these mark every 10 rows or so. And so you can see that I just started my 4th repeat today, this morning. I woke up at I started at 5 a.m. I think. Woke up around 4. So this is this strip. I have no idea how this is gonna go together. Okay, like the only thing I can imagine is that we'll be like maybe pulling it around and like putting it up top. But then here's the problem with that is A, that looks kind of stupid. And B, well, maybe he'll pull it together. It won't look stupid, I don't know. It's still gonna roll. Even if we've managed to somehow tediously attach this, it still rolls at the top. And he said the rolling is gonna be not a problem once we're finished. So how is the rolling going to be not an issue? Well, I mean, the only way you can do that is to attach it to something on both sides. So at this point, I'm gonna keep going. Obviously, I've gotten so far and it can't get much worse than it already is. I'm pretty convinced at this point that clue 4 is Stephen West announcing his retirement, and that the mystery is, what do you do with these? He's probably gonna be like, yeah, it's a mystery shawl. The mystery is, how do you wear it? I don't know, figure it out, it's a mystery. I wouldn't put it past him, honestly. So I don't know what's happening with this. I don't know, but I love my colors. I think it's a little different. It's not exactly what most other people are doing. One other person is doing these colors, but I haven't ever seen their posts since. So that's what I've got going on. Sorry about the heater, but you know what? Yesterday I turned it off and then it sucked because it was cold. And when I turned it back on, it didn't really work very right. Like my speech. It didn't work well. And I didn't know how to fix it because my boyfriend's the one who turns it on. So I'm sorry about that, but that's probably a good sign that I should wrap this up. I have to take my son to the doctor in a few minutes, maybe an hour. And yeah, that's all I got going on. So I'm gonna take my son to the doctor, and then I'm gonna knit some more and hopefully make some real progress on this. I would like to cast on other things. I want to cast on an exploration station really bad. Like that's kind of my next thing that I'm really excited about. I need to figure out what I'm gonna buy in the Stephen West sale because he's got his 34% off sale going on for his birthday. And that's the other thing about retirement, okay? Hear me out. Every year he does a birthday sale, okay? And every year he announces that birthday sale on the last day of the clue, the last one. But he's announcing it a week early this time. Is it because we started late? Is it because he got impatient? Black stuff in my eye. Why? Is it because he's retiring and he wants that to be the big announcement instead of his birthday? Is he not retiring at all? Is he already retired and now it's a deep fake? Conspiracy. You never know, right? You never know. Could be a lizard person. All right, this is getting weird, so I'm gonna go. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say, if you're still here and you've been watching 10 minutes and you've been watching these, especially if you've been commenting or whatever, and you have a YouTube channel, please tell me about it in the comments. Let me know, because I want to watch people. I want to watch more people. I want to have these, I don't want to have like necessarily a bunch of parasocial relationships. Like, I want to get to know you guys too, and see what you guys are doing. And yeah, so add me on Instagram. Let me know if you have a YouTube channel, and it'll be fun. Okay, bye.